But let's get into one that I think is a little bit juicy. So Kash Patel is so busy hunting down terrorists and all these other things at the FBI that he had a chance to fly down to Austin about an hour and a half away from me so he could go on the Joe Rogan Experience, right? Because when I think of the acting director of the FBI, I think one of the most important things he's doing is going on a podcast for a couple hours at a time instead of, I don't know, finding criminals or finding or releasing the Epstein list or any of the other things that we were promised. But of course, he was asked a couple questions. I think they're pretty prominent, and we will respond to them when we say we, I mean me, and you will make your comments in the comment section down below. But this first one he was asked about the fact, hey, Kash, you know what? I'll let him answer it. Take it away, Kash.
I know it's on people's minds. Epstein, right? The reason people are pissed off about that is the same thing, right? 20 years ago or whenever it was, 2006, 7, 8, Epstein gets his sweetheart plea deal, right?
Right.
After committing the most horrific crimes on planet Earth, right? I wasn't in power there. I wasn't in place there. I had, nothing to do with it. But people were rightfully pissed. I mean, this guy was committing the most grotesque acts you can against children. And the media spins up about it. Many in the media protected him. Why? Because of his relationships, who he knew, who his bankers were, who his colleagues were, who was on the island and stuff.
Who are they, Kash? Who are they? Who are they, buddy?
Stuff like that. Some pretty powerful human beings. And so when you peel back the layer and then what happened? The Trump administration, the last go round, decided, no, we're not going to let that go. We're going to investigate him, right? They charge him, they indict him, and he's awaiting trial. And I've said it, Dan Bongino said it, we've reviewed all the information, and the American public is going to get as much as we can release. He killed himself. Do you think, let's play out the logical conclusion of this. Do you think that Bongino and others would participate in hiding information about Epstein's grotesque activities? Or
yes, I do. I 100% think that you would hide every piece of evidence possible if it meant that you could keep your sweetheart job. There was a very famous thing Rafael Palmero did during the steroid hearings when he pointed his finger at the people asking him questions. And that is equivalent. And we knew because Rafael Palmero was guilty as sin. And he was angry and he was pushing back. Kash, I 100% believe it. I'm not one of your podcast buddies. I don't go on. I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not any of your dudes. I'm not going to let you slide. I wouldn't let you slide on it. I 100% believe you would hide it because you are not. Your intentions may be good, but you said on other guys' shows that you would shut down the FBI day one and turn it into a museum. It's been 6 months, homie. I see you flying around on helicopters and hanging out with all these people. I don't see you doing any of this stuff you promised. But don't act like, would I? Yes. Yes, I 100% believe you would. 100%. But continue.
Or do you think we would also participate in not prosecuting people we had evidence to prosecute people on? But the problem is there's been like 15 years of people coming in and creating fictions about this that doesn't exist. Where's the videotape of an Epstein Island of X, Y, and Z committing these frauds? Why haven't you given it to us? Do you really think I wouldn't give that to you if it existed?
Yes, I do. I 100% believe you wouldn't give it to us. The trust me, bro line of question. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. We hung out on podcasts together. Trust me. I don't trust none of y'all. None of them.
I'm working my ass off along with the leader.
Yeah, I see you flying around on helicopters, Holmes. I don't really think you're working your ass off. Sorry, but I don't really think that. I don't believe you.
At the Bureau and DOJ to get you what we're allowed to give you. And you're going to get the video of the cell and you're going to see for yourself. And we will never be able to convince everyone.
Okay, let's get into that. So what did you think before you got in office? Did you think that Epstein was murdered?
No.
No suspicion at all of that?
Oh, bull. Come on. You're seriously going to say that? I didn't think that. He knows. Does he know the internet's forever? Does he know that? Somebody's going to dig up a clip and they're going to plaster him for it, as they rightly should. Ridiculous.
I have a different background, right?
Right.
So I was a public defender back in the day.
Don't care.
I used to spend a lot of time in jails and a lot of time in segregated housing units, SHUs as we call them, right? And so, and I've known people that have committed suicide in these cells.
I didn't say
and I know how you get in, how you get out, who works the system. And so the way.
So this is another tactic people use. Look at all my credentials. Look at all my credentials, all the things I know. These are all the things I know. This is my experience, bruh. Of course I can't be lying.
Way based on public information at the time that he ended up put the pictures and him hanging himself. I was like, man, that guy killed himself. There's just no way that you could have run an op and had people go into that cell and not have any video of it and not have any people come out and say, hey, yeah, I saw that guy. He shouldn't have been there, the guard or this guy. There's just no access points into places like this in the detention center he was in, which I've been in.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but what I was told, what I'd read, was that the guards were not paying attention or were sleeping.
Well,
which is
right?
what they reported.
Yeah, and in short order, you'll see it.
Is that correct?
Well, it's hard to surmise that from a video, right? Like,
right.
Where they and look, do guards doze off on the night shift? Yeah. But no one can get in to the cell. And if they had gotten in to the cell, you would see it.
But we were told that the cameras were down.
Well, I don't know who said that.
This thing's falling apart and Joe's not even asking tough questions. Joe Rogan is not an interviewer. It is not his job to press. He doesn't do that. But it's not like he's asking. This is not Tom Cruise badgering Jack Nicklaus on the witness stand. And he's folding like a cheap suit.
But that was in the news.
We're giving you all the footage we have.
So why wasn't that released like immediately? Why did this speculation escalate?
I think you'd have to ask
Jeffrey Epstein. Oh wait, he's dead.
Whoever the attorney general back then was, Bill Barr.
Did you ever see? Do you remember that?
You don't have access to this stuff, homie? You don't have access to notes or files or any of that stuff?
HBO autopsy show. Dr. Michael Baden. He's a famous forensic scientist. So he's a pathologist, and he reviewed the case, and it was his determination that it was a homicide because of the way his neck was broken. And what he said was it was indicative of a ligature strangulation. And it was because of the positioning on the neck where the marks were, that it wasn't indicative of someone hanging by their weight, which had been higher on the chin. And there's a specific break of the bones and the vertebrae that's consistent with someone who is just strangled to death.
I haven't seen it. I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah. Well, wait. Well, you're definitely going to do it, homie. I got you. This is ridiculous. Just say you're not going to do it. Just say you're not going to do it because you're contradicting Law and Order Bunny, Law and Order Bondi on what her stuff, right? On her stuff, because she's gone out there and she's told you there's hundreds of, she's got videos after videos after videos on all of these things. So who's lying? Is the FBI director lying? Right? Yeah. So, yeah, he hasn't seen it at all. It's like it's his job. I haven't seen any of it. What have you been doing? You've been flying around on helicopters. You've been taking photos. You've been doing all this other kind of stuff. You haven't done your actual job.
It's always been that there's video.
Sorry.
The video from the island.
Again, we're going to give you everything we can, and people have to remember.
Pam said she was. Now you said you are. What do you just I'm trying not to use phrases that I use in real life because I'm a bad Catholic. You're just teasing everybody. Oh, we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give you the videos. Hold on, just you wait. Give me a break.
We're not going to re-victimize women. We're not going to put that shit back out there. It's not happening. Because then
sorry for the cursing.
Not doing it. You want to hate me for it? Fine.
It's not hate, dude. You're just lame. You're just lame. You talk all this junk like you're a big tough guy, and now you're gonna hide behind. Well, we can't do this. Sorry, we're gonna hide behind. Oh, we can't do that, guys.
Again, logical.
I know how to blur out people's faces, and I'm working with Canva. You guys can't do it. You can't get AI to blur out the images. Okay.
Play out. If there was a video of some guy,
right? If there was a video, just like if there was a video of Epstein, he's going to say, you don't think I would release it? Yes, I don't think you would.
Or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge. Don't you think you'd see it?
No.
Right.
No.
If you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it.
No, we're giving you everything we have.
And is there video from the island?
Everything. You know what? You should have gone on Rogan and showed it with. Here it is, right here. That's all you got to do. There you go. It's right there. Play the first one. Play the second one. Play the third one. Not, we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. Don't you worry. We're going to do it, guys. He's no better than Lon Bunny Bondi. Kash Patel.
Not of what you want.
So this narrative might not be accurate, that there's video of these guys doing this.
Exactly.
Have you guys reviewed everything that you have?
Almost. Yes, we have, and now we're figuring out.
So have you, or have you not? You guys can't.
How to
right
put it out.
But is there footage?
Once again, Joe Rogan is not exactly blasting this guy with difficult questions, and he can't even stay on his feet on this one.
If there was footage of anyone doing anything else, we would have opened a case.
There are tens and thousands of videos. Yeah, and it's all with little kids.
If there was a video.
I mean, come on. Come on. Do these people not talk to each other? It's so, ugh.
Of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge. Don't you think you'd see it?
Thank you, O'Keefe Media Group. Pathetic, dude. This was supposed to shore everything up. This is worse. It's pathetic. Just tell us you're not getting the videos. Shut up and deal with it. You're not getting them. You're never getting the videos. You know what? Just shut up and take it. But I'm not. Tim Pool, all these guys are going to run cover for Kash because he's a podcast buddy and he's been on their shows, and they can direct what they're going to do is they're going to protect Kash for access. They're going to protect him for access. That's all it is. Even the popular YouTubers on the right can't trust them because they're going to lie for this guy. They aren't going to call him out. And if they do, it's going to be with the gentlest of kids' gloves. Not me. Forget that nonsense. Kash, you're an absolute disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace. You think you're tough enough? we're going to do this tough guy talk where you're going to sit down there. If you don't think, would I give it to you? No, we don't. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is a really good thing that it's waking people up to this nonsense, to this absolute farce that you can't trust any of these people. You can't trust any of these people.